The camera opens on a dusty trail cutting through pine forests, early morning light hitting the tank of the all-new 2026 Honda XL600R Scrambler. That iconic Honda thump echoes into the distance as the bike idles, and the narrator begins. For years, riders have begged Honda to bring back a simple, tough, old-school scrambler with enough modern tech to fit today's world. And now, Honda has finally listened. The 2026 XL600R Scrambler stands as a tribute to the golden age of enduro machines while embracing the engineering precision of modern Honda development. From the moment you approach it, the bike feels unmistakably retro yet not stuck in the past. The high-mounted fenders, the long bench seat, the vintage-inspired side panels, and that signature red and white factory color scheme draw a straight line back to the beloved XLs of the 1980s. But the closer you look, the more it becomes obvious that this is not a nostalgia bike. This is a fully realized, ready-to-thrash modern machine. Under the tank sits Honda's refined 589cc air and oil-cooled single-cylinder engine. Honda deliberately avoided water cooling to maintain the authentic feel and character that riders expect from a big-bore thumper. But don't mistake it for an old-tech power plant. Honda uses new low-friction internals, an updated fuel injection mapping system, lighter engine casings, and a redesigned exhaust system with a high-mount retro muffler. The result is a power band that is incredibly linear, with a punchy mid-range where this engine truly shines. It produces around 45 horsepower and 48 Nm of torque, in numbers that place it perfectly between adventure commuters and pure dual sports. It's strong enough for highway speeds, confident enough on trails, and refined enough to ride daily without feeling agricultural or outdated. The moment you thumb the electric starter, you hear that distinctive XL-inspired thump. It's not loud or obnoxious. A Honda tuned it to be deep, warm and classic. On the road, the engine feels smooth for a single of this size, thanks to Honda's updated counterbalancer system. Riders coming from modern parallel twins might expect vibration, but Honda has done a remarkable job keeping this engine pleasantly alive without crossing into unpleasant buzz. The suspension setup reinforces the bike's hybrid nature. It features 43mm long travel show forks in the front and a ProLink monoshock in the rear. Both are adjustable, giving riders a wide range of tunability whether they're carving twisty canyon roads, commuting through the city, or exploring gravel paths. The bike has 9.5 inches of ground clearance, giving it serious capacity for light off-road adventures. It's not trying to replace a full dual sport like the CRF 450L, and it's not attempting to be a full adverb either, but it nails that scrambler sweet spot, capable enough to explore unpaved terrain and nimble enough to dominate backroads. Braking comes from a modern disc and ABS system with a 296mm front disc and a 240mm rear combined with switchable rear ABS. Honda knows scrambler riders like having full control in the dirt, so the ability to deactivate ABS on the back wheel is a welcome feature. The brakes feel progressive rather than aggressive, a reminder that this bike remains rooted in simplicity and control rather than sport bike aggressiveness. The design is where the XL600R Scrambler becomes something special. Honda combined the vintage silhouette of the original XL lineup with modern lines and durable components. The tank has a sculpted, narrow profile that makes standing on the pegs effortless. The bench seat is perfectly flat, allowing riders to shift their weight easily when maneuvering on dirt. The LED headlight, though futuristic in its brightness, is hidden inside a retro-style round housing. The digital dash is small, minimalist and unobtrusive. It offers only the essentials: speed, gear indicator, fuel, and trip meters. No TFT screens, no menus, no distractions. This bike is about riding, pure and simple. The wheels are classic Scrambler, 21 inches up front and 18 in the rear, wrapped in semi-knobby tires. They strike an excellent balance between on-road grip and off-road bite. Whether you're sliding down a loose gravel hill or leaning into a mountain curve, the tires adapt surprisingly well. Honda also added reinforced trims to handle rough terrain and unexpected hits. The steel cradle frame remains a highlight, as strong, simple, and easy to repair. Honda expects this bike to be ridden hard, dropped, scratched, and loved for decades. When you take the XL600R Scrambler out on the open road, its personality shines. At 148 kilograms dry, it's far lighter than many modern retro scramblers, giving it that classic flickable charm. You can slide into corners effortlessly, and the bike's steering feels precise without being twitchy. On dirt, it behaves like a big, friendly trail bike, easy to control, predictable, and rewarding. It's not designed for aggressive enduro rides, but it's more than capable of handling forest paths, fire roads, and mountain tracks. Riders who enjoy simple machines will appreciate the absence of complicated electronics. There is no traction control, no ride modes, no EMU, just the rider and the machine. This purity of experience is exactly what Honda aimed for. It's meant to bring back that feeling of freedom that older XL riders remember, the sense of being connected directly to the motor, the terrain, and the handlebars. The ergonomics are comfortable for long rides. The handlebars are wide and slightly raised, the seat height is around 860 mm, and the footpeg positioning gives a natural upright stance. The bike feels at home cruising at 100 km per hour, though its happiest zone is around 80–90 km per hour, where the engine pulses rhythmically and the bike feels capable of going anywhere without stress. Wind buffeting is minor, thanks to the clean and narrow front profile. Fuel economy is respectable for a big single, averaging around 28–30 km per liter depending on riding conditions. The 13-liter tank offers a realistic range of around 300–350 km, making it ideal for weekend trips, daily commuting, and exploratory adventures. Honda also designed the bike to be easy to maintain, with accessible components, a simple airbox placement, and a chain adjustment system designed for trailside tweaks. Customization potential is huge. Honda knows Scrambler owners love personal expression. The XL600R Scrambler is available with a host of optional accessories: high-mount rally windscreen, luggage racks, soft panniers, skid plates, brush guards, retro mirrors, and even a twin-pipe exhaust system inspired by the 1984 Dakar edition. Riders can transform it into a lightweight adventure machine, a retro trail bike, or even a daily commuter with rugged style. Now let's talk about the price. Honda positions the 2026 XL600R Scrambler as an affordable, reliable, entry to mid-range scrambler. Its expected retail price lands around $7,999 to $8,299 depending on region and accessory packages. This makes it significantly cheaper than many retro-styled scramblers from Europe while offering legendary Honda reliability and long-term parts support. For riders seeking a classic look, approachable performance, and real off-road capability without spending premium dollars, this price point is a major selling point. What truly sets the XL600R Scrambler apart is its identity. It's not trying to be a luxury retro machine. It's not trying to be a hardcore adverb. It's a simple, rugged, lightweight motorcycle made for real-world riding, as something that has become surprisingly rare in today's tech-heavy, high-horsepower market. It's the bike you take on a Sunday trail ride, the bike you commute to work on all week, and the bike you load with bags and ride deep into the countryside without worrying about complicated electronics or expensive repairs. As the drone camera pulls back, we see the XL600R cutting down a dirt road, leaving a rooster tail of dust behind it. The narrator closes with, "Honda didn't just revive a legend, they rebuilt it for a new generation of riders." The 2026 Honda XL600R Scrambler is a reminder of why we fell in love with motorcycles in the first place. Simple, authentic, capable, and made to be ridden, not showcased.